Hi guys, bit of a strange intro today. Basically, the video you're about to see was meant to be episode 38. Unfortunately, episode 37 is a lost recording because my software decided to stop recording about 3/4 of the way through the match we were playing, bizarrely. So today it's kind of a strange, disjointed intro, but let's run the intro and I'll be back and I'll just run through kind of the results that we've had since the last video. Hi guys, Gamer James here. Thank you very much for clicking play. Welcome back to Marseille. It's episode 37 now. Lots happened. The last video, of course, was the defeat at White Hart Lane against Tottenham. So the video you're going to see is now going to be the return match. Tottenham coming to the Velodrome. The match should have been, the video that was lost was against Porto at home. A match which kept alive the Champions League group. After the Tottenham game, we beat Monaco. We beat them 2-1. We then two defeats in a row to Lyon and Porto before a ridiculous match against Stade Brestois. We had 46 shots on goal in this match, which is a record for me, certainly in FM17, and I can't remember too many other games where I've had 46 shots on goal, but we struggled to a 2-1 win. We then went away to Saint Etienne, drew 2-2. We were 2-0 down after 20 minutes. Brought Makalek on after 61 minutes. 5 minutes later, he'd scored twice. It was 2-2. That's how it finished. Then came the ill-fated match against, well, not the ill-fated match, the match from the ill-fated video against FC Porto. We won it 3-1. We were 3-0 up before half-time. We conceded 5 minutes from time. It was a brilliant, brilliant performance. It was such a good video. Best video ever, obviously. So that is where the results are up until today's video. When I fade out here and fade in the video, it'll start from the Nantes game. That is why it's all blocked out from Nantes on down. So today you'll be catching up on all these matches from Nantes down to Toulouse, and then it will be the live com against Tottenham. So enjoy today's game then against Tottenham. Can we get revenge for that defeat at White Hart Lane? I'm going to fade current me out and fade back in past me, and we'll start the results roundup from the Nantes game. So there are 6 matches in all since the brilliant win against Porto in the last video. We started off with a home game against Nantes. It was a very, very even game. We just somehow managed to take a couple of our chances. We won 2-0. Thomas Andrade and Bruno Fernandes got the goals in the first half. But yeah, it was one of those where we took our chances. Nantes didn't take theirs. But we will take the points when we can get them. Next up was a trip to Caen, who have had a fantastic start to the season, and they're right up there in the top 5 or 6, chasing a European place. It was a frustrating match. We were slightly the better team. We had a few more shots, few more on target as well, but it never really felt like we were dominating the game. It never really felt like we were going to win it, to be fair. It just kind of had 0-0 written all over it quite early on, but it was a tricky away game. As I say, they're up there challenging for Europe, so any point's a good point against a direct rival, I guess. Oh, don't talk to me about this game. We got absolutely battered in Madrid. Did very serious damage in the Champions League. This one we'll show you when we show you the table. Aubameyang and Lukaku just tore us apart. They didn't really get much for luck in the first game, but this one they just ripped us a new one. Saul, Lukaku, a Malang Sarr on goal, and a late brace from Aubameyang. Moussa Dembele had pulled it back to 3-1, but it was dead and buried long before even the second, third, fourth goals went in. They were just far, far superior. It was a really, really bad day at the office. Of course, the one bright note from the Madrid debacle was Moussa Dembele getting on the score sheet, and he did it again in the next game against Gongomp. They took the lead with their first shot of the game. Shocker. Dembele rounded the keeper with seconds to go of first half stoppage time. Eric Bailly then brought us into the lead 6 minutes into the second half before Privat equalised with 4 minutes to go. I thought that was it. I thought it was going to end in a frustrating draw, but Zdeněk Makalek got clean through and scored in the last minute. His third goal of the season for the first team, and those 3 goals now have won us 4 points in the 2 games in which they've come, so that is really efficient from the young lad. You can see we were much the better team. We should have won it a lot more comfortably than we did. 6 clear-cut chances. For once, we didn't hit the woodwork though. But it was an excellent win, and we needed it. We followed it up with a trip to Bordeaux, who are currently managed by Zinedine Zidane, and this definitely the most impressive victory of our recent run. A brace from Moussa Dembele, who is back in form, back with the bang with the goals. Chochev got a goal as well. Madeira and Anton scored Bordeaux's goals. They were 2-1 up, but we managed to turn it around in the second half. Slightly edged it. It was a very even game, but we probably slightly edged it just in terms of the shots and the chances that we created. I think we just about deserved to hang on to get the winner here. Finally then, we had a visit from Toulouse, and we soundly beat them 3-0. It was all over after half an hour. We were 3-0 up by then. Toulouse sacked their manager after this match. Santiago Asashibar got us off to a thumping start with a great long-range shot. Kevin Malqui scored, and then Thiago with what will probably be our goal of the season. Interestingly enough, all 3 goals were the first goals that these guys have scored for the club. I thought Thiago had scored for us before, but he hadn't. So Asasibar, Malqui and Thiago all got their first goals for us in this match. How about this for the league table? Just look at that. Paris Saint-Germain have lost 3 games already this season. They went 52 games unbeaten before we beat them earlier in the season. They since lost to Monaco, and they've just lost at home to Lyon as well recently. So we have a title race on our hands. We're on 37 points. We're in 3rd at the minute, but we are opening a big gap now on Nantes, who are in 6th at the minute. We're 14 points clear of them. So the top 5 have broken away now. And it's going to be really interesting to see if Caen can hold on. I imagine they'll fall away as Monaco apply more and more pressure, but they've just dropped points at Nice in their recent game as well. So we're desperately clinging on to the coattails of Paris Saint-Germain and Lyon at the minute. Of course, 3rd place in Ligue 1 is a playoff spot in the Champions League, but if we get top 3, that is the aim as always. But looking at how Paris Saint-Germain are faltering, is there a possibility? Is there a possibility of a title? We're at 16 games in. We're nearly halfway into the season. They're normally a long way clear by now. So you have probably figured out, if you've been watching this season, that defeat at Madrid has eliminated us from the group stage. The good news is 3rd place is in our own hands because Tottenham beat Porto in the last match day as well. So officially we need a point from the Tottenham game, but if Atletico beat Porto, then it's irrelevant. In fact, if Porto don't beat Atletico, then the Tottenham game, the result is irrelevant. Europa League is looking likely at the minute. Let's just keep our fingers crossed on that. Well, it's a little bit of a dead rubber in some respects, or it potentially could be, depending on what happens in the Atletico Porto game, but you know, we're signing off for the Champions League for this season and hopefully progressing into the Europa League. So this is the team to take on Tottenham. We've got Rajkovic in goal, Mouassa at left back, Malang Sarr, Gabriel and Kyle Walker playing against his old club. Thiago and Benjamin Stambouli with Sisto, Pereira, Bertrand Traore and Moussa Dembele in attack. Bertrand Traore, incidentally, is looking like he will move on. Villarreal showed interest. He came to me, said he wants to go if an offer comes in. I started offering him out to clubs, but I'm not getting any offers above 4.5 million yet. I want a bit more than that for him. So with the window opening in a few weeks, he will likely not be at the club for much longer. But at the minute, he is a Marseille player, and we will use him when we need to. In terms of team talk then, we have gone assertive. We've told them to go out and pick up where they left off. Let's hope we sign off in front of our own fans. Big crowd, big performance, and a big win. I do want to win the game. We can't finish any higher than we are, but you know, you get €1.5 million for every win. So I want to win. I want the money. I want the win. Another free kick for Lamela. That was a good looking one as well. It's not gone over by too much. So we will restart with the goal kick. Here's Gabriel. Clipped out to Traore on the wing. In he comes. Stambouli to Pereira. Nice little triangle there. Inigo Martinez steps forward and intercepts. Roberto Firmino and Tottenham are coming at us. Harry Kane. Great tackle, but Firmino hits one and Rajkovic tips it round the post. Corner from Pereira. Stambouli heads it down. Thiago back to Pereira. They're queuing up in the middle, but he can't get the cross away. Anderson keeps it in play. Lifts a great ball forward for Harry Kane. Lamela now, come on. Dele Alli, Thiago, great challenge. Forward for Dembele. Tried to switch it quick to Traore out there, but didn't have enough on it. But we've won it back again, and Sisto's away down the left. Dembele's in space. It's a poor ball in, though. It is a poor ball in. Here's Mawassa. Keep the attack going. Lloris was off his line. Had to scramble back there to just tip that one round the post. But he comes and claims a corner easily. Stambouli, good take off Kane. Traore. Good driving run from Traore, but a bit of a heavy touch. Inigo Martinez has been a rock at the back. He's been booked already though, which is encouraging for us because it only takes one little misstep as Eric Dyer thrashes one woefully wide. Rajkovic with the goal kick. Oh my god. Gave me a heart attack there. Kyle Walker was put under a bit of pressure with that, but here's Thiago. Traore. Dembele ahead of him. Traore, Pereira, Stambouli. Traore again and Dembele, and it's into the arms of Lloris. Dele Alli, Hugo Mayo, Firmino puts it into the 6-yard box. Rajkovic claims it easily though. Lifts the ball forward. Dembele gets the header down to Sisto. Dembele's away down the channel here in the left. Plays it across for Traore. And we've hit the post. Dele Alli bringing the ball forward. Goes across to Dyer. Harry Kane. Dele Alli. Lamela. Rajkovic saves. Oh dear. Porto have taken the lead in their match. That is not good. Assisto hits one just wide. Oh, that could cause problems if we lost 3-1 in Portugal and then beat them 3-1 at home, didn't we? So it'll come down to goal difference between us, and that 5-1 thumping in the last match is going to do for us if we did end up losing this match. As Martinez brings down Dembele, surely ref, come on, that was a pen. Suddenly I am extremely twitchy now. Come on, Atletico, surely you've put out a full strength team. Here's Lamela. Oh, that's a great ball. Firmino is in and Rajkovic with a top save. It's Kyle Walker to Pereira. Good back heel. Traore and Dembele. Oh, it's the best chance of the game, I would say, for us at the minute. We've gone standard and flexible from control fluid because we're getting beaten quite easily at the minute in terms of shots and everything. So we just need to try and push ourselves onto the match a little bit because we're at home and we are not playing particularly well at all. And I am really worried about that match in Portugal at the minute. As Harry Kane gets a header on goal, Rajkovic catches it. We're still alright at the minute. We are still third as things stand, but we desperately need Atletico to score to ease the nerves. Oh, as Pereira smacks it onto the crossbar. Why do we hit the woodwork? It happens. I mean, it's not just our team. I mean, everybody just hits the woodwork so often in this game. It is so annoying. Here's Sisto. Great ball. Dembele. Another save. We're playing a lot better since we've changed the shape and the structure and the mentality and everything. We are creating a lot more now. Here's Thiago, Malang Sarr, Dembele, Traore, Sisto, hit it. Oh, it's gone over the bar. Coming up to half time then, just over a minute to go plus stoppages. Can we keep it at 0-0? That's the aim now. Keep it at 0-0 for this for the rest of this half. As Thiago hits it away down the right. Inigo Martinez, though, has had a really good first half. Here's Eric Dyer, Felipe Anderson, Thiago intercepts. Gabriel now, can he set us on our way? Traore looks to lift it over, but Martinez again. We need him getting a second yellow card. He is just destroying every move we put together at the minute. Lamela, Harry Kane and Lamela and Rajkovic again. Quite probably Rajkovic's best performance so far since he joined the club. He has let in an awful lot of goals since he's been with us. Harry Kane and Dele Alli, and it's into the arms of Rajkovic. The state of play then at half time, it's 0-0 here at the Velodrome. It is still 1-0 in Portugal to Porto. I am not happy at the minute. I'm happy with our result because we're clinging on to third, but I would rather be winning. We've assertively told the players that we owe Tottenham after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. It's gone down pretty well. I've had to give a couple of individual team talks. I've got a couple of nervous looking players. But I want to G them up. I want to get them out there and get them ready to just tear into Tottenham now. Let's go and put this beyond any doubt that we are going to finish third in this group. So nothing's happening in this second half at the minute. As things stand, we are still third. It's still 1-0 in Portugal. Here's Andrea Pereira. Tottenham have taken off Harry Kane and brought on Saido Berahino. Sisto fires one wide. So, yeah, they've taken off Harry Kane. But Saido Berahino is a bit of a beast in FM, isn't he? So I'm not particularly happy about that. Traore plays it forward and Dembele. Oh, that was a cute finish. And Lloris turns it round the post. That was good play, though. Pereira's going to take the corner. Lloris comes through the crowd and claims it, as always. Here's Thiago, Pereira. Thiago and... Stambouli, what a hit. Lloris tips it over. So Thiago and Stambouli that just combined there, they've both gone off now and they have been replaced by Oguzhan, who hits that one. And here's Pereira and there's Sisto. Got the goal. We have got the goal. And that adds a lot of respectability to the group. That really does. So Chochev has come on as well just to give us some energy in midfield. It's kind of worked, I guess, because we've scored immediately after making the change. But, that is such a big goal from Sisto. It's a shame because it puts us just a point behind the top two in the group, which is makes it look like we could have qualified. But here's Traore. That is a brilliant hit, and Lloris tips it round the post. We have suddenly woken up, and we are definitely looking like we want to win this game now. Pereira takes an Oguzhan heads over. Here's Pereira. Dembele, who will be coming off in a minute. He's had a poor game. He's only got 6.3. Although he's had a few shots on goal, so I thought he might have had a little bit of a better rating than that. But Jordan Ayew's going to come on for a run out. He hasn't really figured recently because I've been playing Makalek or bringing him off the bench as a prospect, teenage prospect. So yeah, Jordan Ayew's going to come on in fact, he's just come on now for the last 25 minutes it'll be with stoppage time, I guess. And here he is, Jordan Ayew. Pereira got a man over on the right. Here he is, Traore. and Chochev battles Dyer and comes away with the ball. That is a battle and a half going on there. Lamela hits a high and deep corner. It's headed away by Gabriel. Pope, though, hits a lovely shot. Rajkovic. Oh, Atletico Madrid have had a player sent off, haven't they? Saul Niguez has gone. Oh, that could have scuppered any chance they had of getting back into the game. And wow, that was a risky challenge from Inigo Martinez. I really thought he was going to get pulled for that. But here's Jordan Ayew, shot blocked. Tottenham come away with it. Firmino to Berahino. And he's missed. Right, well, I've just put the jinx on it because I've just passionately told them to concentrate, which generally means you concede straight away when you give that instruction. But here's Jordan Ayew. Runs out of space. Runs out of options, but we're on the attack again now. Come on, here's Pereira. Hit it. Go on, have a shot. Oh, he's clipped a lovely ball through to Jordan Ayew, and it's 2-0. And we will be finishing third. Subdued celebrations, but it's a great win against Tottenham. Really good to get the win. Such a shame. Such a shame that we couldn't just do a little bit more to get through. We were fourth seeds in the group, and well, the group says that we've come within a point of getting through. But it always looked unlikely after match day 3. You know, we beat Atletico first off, but then we lost to Tottenham and Porto, and it was an uphill struggle after that. And then, of course, the defeat in Madrid just destroyed us totally. So it's a nice way to end. It looks respectable. We've given it a go, but the most important thing, I think Porto had just won 2-0. I'm sure I've just seen they scored a second. But the most important thing is we have finished third. We will go into the Europa League. Do you know what? I will be giving that a real go. So we're gonna calmly say that was a good win. No need to go overboard. No need to go passionate or anything like that. It was a good win. Just tell them calmly. Job done. Okay then, guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you very much again for watching. We're going to do quite a few games now. The next game we're going to do on camera will be the Paris Saint-Germain home game, because it's a big one on the horizon. It's one that I'd want to record because looking at the way the season's going, that could be quite an interesting match. Coupe de la Ligue and the French Cup are still in the early rounds at the minute, so it's not really worth doing those. Plus, the fourth round of the Coupe de la Ligue is in 2 games' time, so I'm not going to do a video that quick. It's fairly tough draw as well at home to Bordeaux in that, but yeah, it's going to be that Paris Saint-Germain game, so we'll have quite a few to catch up on when we get back for that game. Hopefully, the table will be still quite as close as it is right now when we come to that match. But if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you for the visit of Paris Saint-Germain. Thank you very much for watching.